Hello, my friends. I hope everybody is well today. Super Bowl Sunday, a religious day in the United States. Uh, she looks to see if somebody else is using the internet in her house, but it doesn't appear that way. So I hope everybody is doing well. Tell me what you had for breakfast today. I want to talk about breakfast. I was almost early today. I tried. Bob's here, Hector's here, Hunter's here. Hi guys. Vicky's here. Tell me what you had for breakfast. I had a lame breakfast and I want to live vicariously through everybody else. The only good thing that I had, you had a bagel and a Three Musketeers bar. I've never had one of those, but I've heard about them. You made red beans and wild rice. That sounds bougie, Hector. Doesn't that sound bougie of Hector? Oh my God. My coffee's still hot. Pretty warm. Oh, I'm terrible at getting on Discord, Bob. Ah, it's the ADHD in me. Um, but we do have some court to watch today. We have a bit of a tight schedule. I know there is that big game going on today. And hi Jesse. Monsters and coffee. That is what I wanted for breakfast, but I didn't have it. Um, yeah. Let's watch some Bond Court for a little while. Then we have members only after this, and then the big game. So let's get to it while we can. Um, I did indeed actually remember. No wait, I clicked the wrong button. It's not gonna help. Oh, scrambled eggs, bacon, hash browns, and toast with jelly and juice. Sipping on jelly and juice. Bond, James Bond court. I like that. Yeah, right? Except we're going down to Texas. Damn, Texas. I had toast and peanut butter and coffee. But that's it. And then I proceeded to watch a couple videos about like professional chefs on board like mega yachts. Because that's realistic life for me right now. It's not even funny. Not even funny to me. Okay, let's put the video on, baby. Now you'll feel better about yourself because these people are in jail and you're not, okay? Instead of on a mega yacht.
All right, gentlemen, for those of you that speak English, because I don't speak Spanish, about to be magistrate, which means you're gonna see our magistrate judge that is here. He has four purposes. He's gonna tell you what you got arrested for, so your charges. He's gonna read you your rights. He's gonna set your bond, which is the amount of money you have to pay to get out of jail, and he's gonna tell you how to do that. Those are the four things he does. So, arguing the facts of your case, I wasn't drinking, I didn't hit her, save all that because this judge cannot undo what has already been done. Okay, so wasting everybody is just a big waste of time because he can't do anything about it. All he's gonna do is tell you to talk to your attorney about it, and you'll see a county or district attorney judge later on. Cool.
Ooh, we haven't heard them say that before. I'm going with the 49ers. Uh, yeah, the 49ers. I don't watch football, but very often, but that's who I'm going. That's who I'm going with. Let's see here. we don't normally hear that speech, but he gave it first. There are four things. It's like he's the hype man of the judge at the jail. I love it. You got to appreciate that. Um, I think the more popular vote would be the Chiefs, but perhaps that's why I'm going with the Niners.
Next question.
I can't hear them either. They're not saying anything. Now they're going to be talking.
ZA.
Zed.
I think I should know that by now. Good evening. My name is Judge Karchmer. I am the magistrate here today. I am not here to determine whether you are guilty or not guilty or to hear any evidence. I am here to determine your rights, your charges, and your bail amounts.
Buenas noches, yo soy el juez Karcher, soy uno de los jueces de magistrado. Yo no estoy aquí para determinar si son culpables o no culpables o para escuchar alguna evidencia. Yo estoy aquí para decirles cuáles son sus derechos, los cargos en su contra y la cantidad de su fianza.
You have each been charged with a criminal offense based upon the sworn statement of a police officer. It is called a probable cause affidavit.
A ustedes se les están acusando de un delito basado en una declaración jurada de un oficial y este se llama una declaración jurada de causa probable.
If you would like to get a copy of that statement, you may get one from the clerk's office or through your attorney.
Si ustedes desean obtener una copia de esta declaración, lo pueden hacer por medio de la oficina de la corte o por medio de su abogado.
You each have certain rights. You have the right to hire an attorney. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, you have the right to have an attorney appointed to represent you.
Tienen ciertos derechos, tienen el derecho de contratar a un abogado y si no pueden pagar abogado, tienen el derecho que se les asigne un abogado de oficio que los represente.
You have the right to reasonable time and opportunity to speak with your attorney.
Tienen el derecho de tener tiempo razonable y oportunidad para hablar con su abogado.
You have the right to remain silent. Any statement that you do make may be used against you.
Tienen el derecho de permanecer callados. Cualquier declaración que den podría ser usada en su contra.
You have the right to have your attorney present during any interviews with police officers or prosecutors. You have the right to end any interview at any time.
Tienen el derecho de tener a su abogado presente durante cualquier entrevista con la policía o fiscales y el derecho de terminar con cualquier entrevista en cualquier momento.
If you are charged with a felony offense, you have the right to an examining trial, which is an initial hearing limited to determining whether or not there is probable cause in your case.
Si se les acusa de un delito mayor, ustedes tienen el derecho a un juicio examinatorio. Esto es una audiencia inicial limitada para ver si existe causa probable en su caso.
If you are not a U.S. citizen, a conviction for a criminal offense can affect your immigration status, your right to be in this country.
Miss Carrie, you having a big party today? You got to get preparing. Is anyone else's chat freezing? No, Jesse. YouTube Daddy's probably pretty busy today. There's a lot of bandwidth going on. I don't know. Those are just words. Yeah. I can suggest refresh.
in your ability to become a naturalized citizen.
Si no son ciudadanos de los Estados Unidos y terminan con un fallo de culpabilidad por un delito, este podría afectar su estatus migratorio, su derecho de permanecer en este país y su habilidad de naturalizarse como ciudadano.
If you are not from this country, you have the right to contact the embassy of your home country to let them know that you have been arrested. Is there anyone here who wants to contact the embassy of their home country?
I do. I would like to contact the Canadian Embassy and say thank you to Bob A. Bong for his super chat. Thank you, Bob. You're so sweet. You're too sweet. Oh my gosh, I almost drew on myself with a pen. Thank you, Bob. Streamlabs. Pick it up, make it happen faster. Why? Why? You know, I've checked the settings so many times. Hi, search for spa. Um, I've checked the settings so many times. I swear to God, there's no delay on Streamlabs' end setup. But yet, what do we have here? A delay. But thank you again, Bob. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And, making a smorgasbord for the kids. That's, sounds delicious. I'm jealous. I may go to the store. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. We will see.
Si no son ciudadanos, además tienen el derecho de contactar a su embajada de su país para informarles que han sido arrestados. ¿Hay alguien aquí que desee contactar a la embajada de su país?
I take it by your silence, there is not.
Veo por su silencio que no hay.
Mr. Gonzalez Arroyo,
Señor González Arroyo,
you are charged with a Class A misdemeanor unlawfully carrying a weapon. It is punishable by up to 1 year in county jail and or a fine of $4,000.
señora, usted se le está acusando de un delito menor clase A por portar un arma ilícitamente. Este es castigado por hasta 1 año en una cárcel del condado y o una multa de hasta $4,000.
Your bail in this case is set at $5,000.
Su fianza en este caso está fijada en $5,000.
Do you have enough money to hire your own attorney, or would you like to request an attorney be appointed to represent you?
¿Tiene suficiente dinero para contratar a su propio abogado o está solicitando que la corte le asigne un abogado que lo represente?
Dígame, contratar un abogado.
I'm going to hire an attorney.
All right, and sir, I should inform you that you have an ICE hold, an immigration detainer.
Ahora, señor, debo informarle que usted tiene una orden de detención del Departamento de Inmigración y Aduana.
And you can discuss that with your attorney.
¿Puede usted hablar de esto con su abogado?
Mr. Rosas Rodriguez,
Señor Rosas Rodríguez,
you are charged with a Class B misdemeanor driving while intoxicated, punishable by up to 6 months in county jail and or a fine of $2,000.
a usted se le está acusando de un delito menor clase B por conducir en estado de ebriedad. Este es castigado con hasta 6 meses en una cárcel del condado y o una multa de $2,000.
Your bail in this.
I know, the judge won't come out to play. I don't understand why she gets a full screen when she speaks. He shares this screen, but he's off to the corner. There are so many fucking things wrong with it. Chris Engelby, hi. Thank you for being here. I'm jealous you came to play, did you? Well, I'm jealous of Miss Carrie's smorgasbord that she's talking about setting out. Actually, yeah, tell me, guys, your favorite appetizers to have on a Super Bowl Sunday or on just a regular Sunday when you're cooking appies. Tell me all about it. I really love spinach and artichoke dip. It's so delicious. You can make it so yummy. So tell me all about it in the chat. Oh, a fruit tray, Jonathan. That's a pretty good idea. Pie. These popcorn. None of these were things I would have thought. Wow, okay. This is why I ask. We learn every day. We learn. Yeah. And I would serve the spinach dip with pita chips, barbecue meatballs or the little wiener, carrot sticks and celery. Okay. MB got her hair did. Whoop 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 whoop. I'm so jealous. We all know I want to get my hair did, but I also have to pay my rent. So, you know. Deep fried cauliflower. That sounds pretty good. Highlights, toner, and a cut. Humble brag from MB. I'm just kidding. I love it. I'm so glad. That's awesome, dude. You feel so good when you get your hair did. Kimmy likes little wieners. Brian, be nice. Tacos. Ooh, we already made some. Getting ready for work. Okay, Chris, don't be late. Set a timer. MB, I was watching this new YouTube channel I found earlier about this girl who's a like like an executive chef on board a fucking yacht. It just like, oh, it's just not, maybe it's not healthy that I watch those. Again, I switched over to jail and this kind of stuff, and it's making me feel a lot better about my life than the lady who's yachting around Montenegro. Uh, and the crew food looks better than this week. But I'm a pretty good cook, and there's the delusion. Like I could maybe no, you couldn't do that, Paisley. Get over yourself. But I like watching it on TV or on TV. They are so overrated, but being a chef on the yacht, not overrated because you get to, oh, yeah. Anyways, besides the point. We also worked this morning just in case anybody's keeping track, but I did watch me. I mean, I watch like 12 hours of YouTube plus a day, maybe like 16. So, a very short period of time I spent on that channel. But what shocked me was this. Okay, last little detour, and then we will get back to the make ourselves feel better. Um, she had 197,000 subscribers. Ooh, girl, bow down to her, right? I was like, shit, that's great. I I respect the hustle. But then I do a little looking into it, digging into it, and she got only 41 videos. And again, there just becomes this like big dichotomy between like daily vloggers or like daily live streamers, I guess I am. And then like videos that people make and post, 16, no wonder I don't get on Discord. Oh, I'm on YouTube, yeah, a lot of hours. A lot of hours. But most of it's work related. Uh, I now can count court watching work related, so we're it's um but yeah. And it doesn't seem staged, and in fact the channel seems really genuine. The videos are not bad. There's nothing wrong with that ratio. My whole point is just that sometimes you make videos, I don't know. I'm just thinking it. I'm not making any sense. Whatever. Let's
This
go.
case is set at $3,000.
La fianza en este caso está fijada en $3,000.
Do you have enough money to hire your own attorney, or would you like to request an attorney be appointed to represent you?
¿Usted tiene suficiente dinero para contratar a su propio abogado o está solicitando que se le asigne un abogado que lo represente?
Ya había uno. Yo sí ya había uno.
¿Perdón?
Yo sí ya había uno.
He's hiding MB. And yeah, she could be a TikToker too. TikTokity TikTok.
Yes, I already have one.
He's retired he's obtained his own attorney.
¿Ya contrató a su propio abogado?
Unos familiares que a lo mejor sí, no estoy
My,
seguro.
fa- my family said they would. I'm not sure.
Okay, well, I'm going to show that there was an attorney that came and got your personal bond. And it appears likely that, from the pretrial services notes that you're going to be eligible for a personal bond, but I do not have that bond in my paperwork.
Al parecer vino un abogado al departamento previo a juicio para obtener una fianza personal. Y lo más seguro es que usted salga bajo fianza personal, pero yo no tengo esa fianza con mis papeles.
Hiya, Dana.
Oh, Miss Walker, she had two cases.
Is there anybody else going to stop speaking?
Okay, I think that's it for your services, Erica. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good morning.
You too. Thank you, of course. Mr. Van Biesen,
Yes, Your Honor.
you have two cases. They are both Class A misdemeanors. One is an assault causing bodily injury. One is interference with an emergency phone call. Each case is punishable by up to 1 year in county jail and or a fine of $4,000. In the interference with emergency phone call, your bail is set at $5,000. In the assault case, your bail is set at $10,000, and as condition of bail, I will be issuing an emergency protective order, which I will discuss with you in a moment. In each of these cases, do you have enough money to hire your own attorney, or would you like to request an attorney be appointed to represent you?
I have my own attorney.
You're gonna hire an attorney.
Yes.
All these rich people got in jail last night. I don't understand. Also, I just wanted to say my nails, while the nail polish is chipping now, I didn't bite them yet, you guys. Very excited about that progress in my life. It's epic.
I've won retained already.
Fine. In turning to the emergency protective order, this order is being issued for the protection of Savannah Beeson. By terms of this order, you are prohibited from committing an assault on the protected party or any act of family violence. You are prohibited from communicating directly with the protected party or a member of a family or household in a threatening or harassing manner. You
I just literally had to remind myself, don't put it in your mouth, Paisley. Don't put it in your mouth, Paisley, which is usually the opposite instruction that I get. Put it in your mouth.
You are prohibited from going within 200 yards of 8101 Redbird Court in Austin, Texas. If you are prohibited from possessing a firearm, and if you have a license to carry a handgun in this state, it is hereby suspended. Any violation of this protective order could result in the filing of new criminal charges. And this order remains in effect until midnight, April 10th, 2024. You have no questions, and thank you and good luck to you.
No questions, John.
My nails, Hector. I gotta paint them again. I'm probably gonna have to do that while we're sitting here.
Mr. Pontel,
Yeah. How are you, sir?
fine, thank you. You have 5 cases. 4 of these cases are each a second-degree felony for unlawfully carrying a weapon. The punishment range in each of those cases is between 2 and 20 years in the penitentiary and a fine of $10,000. Your bail in each of those cases is set at $20,000.
Times 5? So $100,000 bail? Is that what he just said that at? Also, I just redid that whole hand. Oh my god, they look great. Unlawfully carrying of a weapon. Yeah, but it is Texas, isn't it? How is that? I thought it was pretty lawful to carry a weapon down in Texas. 5 charges, right? Where's Cellulite Yoga Pants? I don't see her. She's maybe busy. This is a busy day for people. People have shit to do today.
You have a 5th case, which is a 3rd-degree felony, possession of a controlled substance punishable by between 2 and 10 years in the penitentiary and a fine of $10,000. Your bail in that case is set at $7,500. In each of these cases, do you have enough money to hire your own attorney, or would you like to request an attorney be appointed to represent you?
I can hire my own attorney. I have another question. I had an out-of-state warrant. Do they want to come and get it or no?
Pardon me?
Have an out-of-state warrant.
Okay, I know nothing about the out-of-state thing.
I'm a fugitive, is what you just said. I am a fugitive. I have run from another state. If ever a judge was oh no, don't fall backwards. If ever a judge was wanting to reconsider their bond settings when somebody admits that unprompted, it's like, dude, you don't understand. Who's before the judge? I don't know, one of them. It's really hard to tell here. And then also, oh, I gotta finish this now. I guess felon, but we don't know that he was already a felon. It wasn't, it was just unlawfully carrying of a weapon, not possession of a weapon by a convicted felon. So that's the difference, right? Especially in Texas. Again, I did think there was some pretty liberal, is that the right word? I don't think it is, but gun laws, pew pew laws. Damn it, Paisley.
And I don't have any of that paperwork, but before me, I could kind of read that it might exist in some of the paperwork that I do have. As far as whether they're going to come and get you or not, they will have a specified period of time which they must do that. Okay.
All right.
Do you have enough money? Or you said you're going to hire your own attorney?
Yes, sir.
Oh, also, Chris, thank you. I meant to say thank you to Chris. Chris, thank you so much. Did Streamlabs not put it up yet? Oh my fucking god.
Okay.
What's my phone bill?
Well, it's 20,000 times 4, 80,000, 87.5, I believe.
Hey,
Come on, Judge, hurry up. It's Super Bowl day. We have shit to do.
Misdemeanor interference with Mr. Ibrahim.
yes, John. How are you doing?
Mr. Ibrahim, you are charged with a Class B misdemeanor interference with public duties that's punishable by up to 6 months in county jail.
What? Interference with public duties? Is that like blocking a hydro worker? Or you guys are gonna not know what do you know what a hydro worker is? That's like the electricity. In my province, all of our electricity is provided by hydroelectric dams. So the electric company is called BC Hydro. But I'm realizing that's probably not common everywhere. Yeah, is this a frauditor? Is that what this is? Courtney, stopping someone. Um, you have water meter people. No, but it's not for water, Jonathan. Water is different. I'm just saying electricity is provided by the water. So the hydro company doesn't sell you water. They sell you electricity. It's weird, I guess.
And or a fine of $2,000. Your bail in this case is set at $1,000. Do you have enough money to hire your own attorney, or would you like to request an attorney be appointed to represent?
I'll hire my own attorney.
Pardon me?
We'll hire my own attorney.
Okay. And do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Mr. Gonzalez?
Yay, Chris! Thank you so much, Chris. Welcome, Winter Witch. Don't forget, we have a members only coming up after this. It's before the Super Bowl, but after this, tight timing, Paisley. I fucking know. I fucking know. Oh, fuck. See, I knocked this over, but I didn't spill it. We're doing so good. Nails are done. We're doing good.
Mr. Gonzalez?
Ruben. What's the first name, Judge?
Ruben?
He's right there.
You're Mr. Gonzalez. All right. Mr. Gonzalez, you are charged with a Class B misdemeanor obstruction of a highway. We check. It is punishable by up to 6 months in.
What, obstruction of a highway? No, we pay for water. We pay for water, but you pay that to the city, I think. Most apartments, if you live in like a rental, you wouldn't be charged for water. But electricity, yes. Um, Also, obstruction of a highway, is that like your car broke down on the highway and you didn't move it in time? Or is this like uh protests on the highway where, so for example, there have been protesters protesting cutting down like ancient forests here, which I support. And I love that they figure out these really cool ways to basically finagle themselves. Oh, I gotta be careful with that, but finagle themselves into difficult to remove predicaments. So like one of them is like they cement their arm into the road, or like, and like they can't just cut their arm off because it's Canada. So they're just not gonna do that. Um, and so the other one is like they went up like fucking 200 feet in the trees and were staying like up in the trees in these like swinging cantilevered things that if they get cut down, like basically just like proving a point. Because why would they fucking cut the trees down? Why should they cut the trees down anyways? They shouldn't. So they've got a whole good point, and I'm glad that there are people out there willing to put their selves on the line for. I mean, I'm talking really old, really big trees. Anyways, that was weird. Let's keep going.
County jail and for a fine of $1,000. Your bail in this case is set at $100. Do you have enough money to hire your own attorney, or would you like to request an attorney be appointed to represent?
Request one, please.
All right, if you have no questions, then thank you and good luck. Mr. Datis.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Datis, you are charged in 2 different cases. First of these is a Class A misdemeanor criminal trespass of a habitation punishable by up to 1 year in county jail and or a fine of $4,000. Your bail in that case is set at $3,000. The other case is a motion to revoke probation. You are on 3 years deferred. District Court in Travis County for a state jail felony theft for a person, meaning range of punishment that you face is between 6 months and 2 years in the state jail and a fine of $10,000. There is no bail set in this case, and if bail is to be set, it has to be set by the judge of the district court that you are on probation from. So I would suggest that you consult with your attorney about that. Do you have enough money to hire your own attorney, or would you like to you're requesting court-appointed attorney?
I don't have enough money to hire my own attorney. This is like deputy dog, right? MB? Jesus Christ. Could he hurry up?
I'd like to request mental health public defender.
Pardon me?
I'd like to request mental health public defender.
Oh,
A mental health public defender? I don't know if we have that. Oh, Bob, I don't know yet. Honestly, I have to hit the store. Alana, yeah. They're very big trees. We're talking very big trees. Like hundreds of feet.
This is not the appropriate time or place.
Okay, now.
So you're requesting, the question now is, are you requesting a court-appointed attorney? And the answer is yes.
Yes.
Look at us all learning today. Look at Courtney learning where her water comes from. Jonathan, look them up. And it makes me choppy. It's the Great Bear Rainforest, I think. There's lots of oh Jesus Christ, of course I won't do it. Come here. Come here. But you can see the size. Look at those guys standing beside the tree. And they are yeah. Um yeah, they're gigantic. So like this is like multiple people around the tree. And like so for example, this is very close to me. I mean, I can find forest like this with lake like this very close by. And it's lovely. But they are cutting a lot of it down, and that's the big problem. So, uh, it is like I said, it's a controversial thing, and the problem is for us here, and here this is where it gets a little political, and it's not really, it's not. I don't like to bring politics into it, but here's the deal. The government or the private companies that own the land use the government RCMP resources to protect and cut down those forests. Even though the majority of people, if you ask them, the locals, the natives, everybody, they'd be like, no, don't fucking cut down that tree, dude. You plant tree farms and that we just know better now. We know it is not acceptable to be cutting down first, like original growth forest like this. And so, um, there's a huge population, but it's far away. It's like, it's in the, and so the RCMP is spending money going out there protecting it, quote unquote, but really they're enforcing injunctions from private companies. And we, there's been clear cutting, but the specific issue is like, actually, there's a lot of issues about it, but basically what happened is I think there was a pipeline going in and the whole what I'm talking about was a protest where they literally went and spent their time up in the trees. Like they didn't come down to protect the trees from being cut down. And they were there for like, I don't even know if they're still there. They might be. See, comes out of the news and then you forget. But I donated money one time. I remember I was like, because somebody was like, you can go up. And I was like, I'm not going up there. Thank you, Michelle. But I was like, but I'll send some food or send some money. A couple years back, I remember. Anyways, okay. I'll look that up later. Maybe members only. I'll have a proper thing of the people in the special harnesses I'm talking about. And the reason I got to talking about this is because it was a specific charge that the police were charging them with, because they were basically making contraptions that were difficult for the police to dismantle safely, and therefore prolonging arrest. And obviously, a lot of what we watch is about the after effects of people getting arrested in the United States. Now, this is in Canada, but um, I found it interesting, and a lot of people found it discomforting to know that that's the side that the government was on, not protecting the trees, but in fact protecting the companies that wanted to cut down the trees. So, um, yeah. And again, a private security force wouldn't be able to enforce in the same way. But yeah, tree huggers, absolutely. And listen, you guys know this. I'm hippy dippy USA. I've grown up in a rainforest, on an island, and there's lots of hippies here. So it is very common, and I'm like barely a hippie comparatively.
Mr. Cabrera.
Yes, sir. Right here.
Huh. Mr. Cabrera, you are charged with a state jail felony criminal mischief, punishable by between 6 months and 2 years in the state jail, and a fine of $10,000. Your bail in this case is set at $6,000. Do you have enough money to hire your own attorney, or would you like to request an attorney be appointed to represent you?
Request an attorney, sir.
Pardon me?
Right to request an
Okay. All right. Mr. Apocada. Okay. You're charged with a.
I know, Bob. I know. We're almost done. This has 2 minutes, 43 seconds in it left. Then we are finished with this. We will be back at approximately 2:35 for members only, I think. Maybe I'll do members only after the game. Oh. Okay, maybe I'll do that. We'll see. We'll see. Then we can do like a late night, late one. Yeah, some people get paid to protest, just like the police get paid to pull the protesters down. I don't understand what's bothersome about that in some ways. By getting paid to protest, you mean like allowing them to do that so they don't have, like, they can still get their jobs and stuff? Like, still have way to live? Anyways, also I just wanted to say I just got what I hope to be the first of many great news emails from YouTube Daddy, who said, because they demonetized the strip club divorce case that we watched yesterday. I don't know why they did that, but they did. And it wasn't even that bad. Like, seriously. So I appealed it, and they manually reviewed it, and they have undemonetized it. It is suitable for all advertisers now, luckily. But so hopefully first of many winning review emails from YouTube Daddy. I know that's part of the game and part of how we do it, but I'm just glad about that. Yeah, there was not, I know that case was honestly like administratively egregious, but it was not like what it wasn't demonetized, like it shouldn't have been. Now, the case the other day I think it was called Wacky Wednesday Court, and then I made it into a video. Both of those were demonetized, and I knew that from the start. They talked about prisoner on prisoner violence and SA in a graphic manner. Yeah. And I have to admit that I'm still under a like a probation period with YouTube in terms of grading my own content. So they give you this like probation period where you grade your content and then they do it as well and they decide if you're right or wrong. Colin's going to show the prisoner that sued the other one for SA. Well, he should know that it's not monetizable. On Colin's members only. It's a good case. It's a good case. But, and I'd like to point out that video. We'll see how many views Collins gets. I'm sure it will get lots. Well, members only will be a little bit different. But that video that I made, and I worked hard on the video, it only got 50 views. Oh, jeez. Anyways, okay, let's finish this off. I think we are going to do it after the Super Bowl. Members only. We'll just spread the day out, you guys.
Class B misdemeanor driving while intoxicated. It is punishable by up to 6 months in county jail and or a fine of $2,000. Your bail in this case is set at $3,000. Do you have enough money to hire your own attorney, or would you like to request an attorney be appointed to represent you?
Request what?
All right, sir. Do you understand what a personal bond is?
Yeah.
Okay. I am granting you a personal bond in this case. There will be a court date on your bond. You need to appear on that court date and any subsequent court dates, or else a warrant will issue for your arrest and be much more difficult for you to get out of jail again. In addition to that, there's another condition on your bond that you submit to a Travis County Counseling and Education Services alcohol evaluation and follow any treatment recommendations. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right, lastly, Mr. Hoyer.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Hoyer, you are charged with a Class A misdemeanor assault causing bodily injury. Punishable by up to 1 year in county jail and or a fine of $4,000. Your bail in this case is set at $5,000. Do you have enough money to hire your own?
Yes, sir.
You're gonna hire your own attorney?
I will. Yes, sir.
Okay.
This docket was the rich people docket. Is this nuts? I think there was only 2 people that couldn't afford a lawyer.
And do you understand what a personal bond is?
No.
A personal bond, a bail has been set. But you don't need to pay any of that money if you're granted a personal bond, and I'm granting you a personal bond. It's your personal bond appearance to, personal promise to appear in court if released. There'll be a court date on the bond. You need to appear on that court date and any subsequent court dates. If you fail to appear, a warrant would issue for your arrest, and it'd be much more difficult for you to get out of jail again. And, just be careful of things out there.
Yes, sir.
All right? Okay, then. All right, I think we're done here, Rory.
Judge, for all those other ones, I'll just, after I drop them off.
Yeah, I'll have my Zoom up.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge. That's it. That's all she wrote. Guys, listen. I appreciate each and every one of you. We will be back later after the game to discuss. We'll discuss the halftime show. We'll discuss the game. Not really in detail. We'll just watch it a little, or we'll talk about it, probably who won, and then we will watch the members only shit that I have. That's right. So, I hope that you have sweet, what game? I know there's like this big thing going on at the plaza. Parkades everywhere are full. Anyways, you guys listen. I love you very much. Please remember that I love you. I am proud of you. And I will see you later today and in the next video. Bye. Go Niners. Bye.